of Shri Gaur-Nitai, and I'll be naming them. There's a name that has been given to them. I'll let you all know the name. What is the name of the deities? And then we will be doing a Abhishek to them, a full Panchamrita Abhishek to them. And simultaneously, we'll be doing Arti, and that'll go on for half an hour with Kirtan. Kirtan is actually the process of this age. When Kirtan is done, then Krishna becomes happiest. The deities actually become the happiest. So the idea is that the Kirtan is what's going to uplift us, and I'll show that when we speak about Kirtan, why we did Kirtan, okay? And then after we do that for half an hour, we will be speaking about this program, why are we together, what we're doing. It's called Smyhl. And in that, there's a program that has 5 parts to it that I'll explain, called Amya. And then we'll do that for half an hour. And then, for the next half an hour after that, we will do a Nrsimha Homa. But the Nrsimha Homa will be done in a very special style. Because the deities are here, Lord Nrsimhadev is an incarnation of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who you see on the right-hand side here. The right-hand side is Gauranga. Gauranga Mahaprabhu is Radha and Krishna in one. To his right and to your left is Lord Nityananda, who is Balaram. So this is Balaram, Radha, and Krishna. Krishna is the origin of all incarnations, including Lakshmi Nrsimhadev. So we will be doing the Nrsimha Homa in a very special way, where instead of offering rice as the Ahuti, when I say Swaha, when the priest says Swaha, then everybody places rice in the mouth of the Lord, who is put as a kunda. A kund is made, and we throw rice into the kund. The kund is the mouth of the Supreme Lord. So here, we have already fed the Supreme Lord in the Abhishek, because we'll be offering him bhoga as well, so that he will have something to eat. At the time of Lord Nrsimhadev's, the process for Lord Nrsimhadev, in the Nrsimha Homa, instead of rice, you will be offering flower petals. Rice is actually food, but we're not just offering rice today, we're offering a full meal to the Lord, which is more than just rice. And then, when you offer flower petals, it means you're offering your love to the Lord. That is the only thing that we have. Everything else belongs to the Lord anyway. Whatever we have with us already belongs to the Lord. So now, the only thing that the Lord does not have is our love. That is up to us to give it to Him or not to give it to Him. Human life means where you can give love to the Lord. So we'll be offering flower petals 9 times. And we'll be doing Lord Nrsimhadev's mantra while we're doing that. That's called Nrsimhadev's Maha Mantra. We'll be chanting that and offering the flower petals 9 times, like that. And then after that program is over, we'll again continue Kirtan, but now we'll serve the prasadam out to everybody, okay? So that's generally what we're going to do with this program. So we'll get started now with the Abhishek and with the Arti. At the same time, we will do Kirtan. And when the Kirtan is done, for Abhishek, the Kirtan is done standing up, not sitting down. Sitting down is when you do bhajans. Standing up is when we do Kirtan. So I'll have all of you please stand up. And then we'll start with the Kirtan. And you want to lead the Kirtan? You can start, and then what we'll do is I'll take over from you after I do the Abhishek, okay? All right, go ahead. Start with Namo Vishnu Padam. And somebody has Krital, we have Krital. You can play Krital.
Namo, Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami.
Sorry, we forgot one thing, and that is before we open the covering on the eyes of their lordships, we should actually give them a name. And when I give the name, all of you should say, Jai, and then say the name that I said. Okay? So the name of the deities is Gora Dayal Nitai. Jai Shri Shri Dayal, Jai Shri Shri Gaur Dayal Nitai Ki Jai. Okay, now we can continue.
నమస్తే సరస్వతి దేవి ఇందాక అయిపోయింది కదా ఇప్పుడు నమస్తే సరస్వతి దేవి
Wait. Okay, restart.
Yeah.
Wait for a second.
Namo you already did Namo Vishnu Padaya you did right now
Namaste.
Saraswati Devi
Wait, can you sing?
Namaste Saraswati
Oh, Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvidesha Sunyarvadir Nasata Deshatarine Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyabhati Dashata Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shiraseta Tadadar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shiraseta Tadadar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna I can't hold the mic.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. No, what song? Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama. What do I say? Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Rama Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Ram Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Jaya Gora Dayal Nitai, Gora Dayal Nitai, Gora Dayal Nitai, Gora Dayal Nitai. Gora Dayal Nitai, Gora Nitai Goranga, Haribol, Haribol, Haribol Nitai Gora Haribol. Nitai Goranga, Haribol, 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 Nitai Gora Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Jaya, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada, Jaya. Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Bolo! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please, anybody who hasn't done Abhishek, please come. If you haven't done it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. If you haven't gone yet, come do Abhishek. If you haven't done it yet. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Gaurahari. Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Gaurahari. Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura, Haribol. Haribol. Nitai Gaura, Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura, Haribol. Nitai Gaura, Haribol, Haribol, Haribo, Nitai Gaura Haribo.
Jaya Jaya Radha, Kalachanji Radha, Kalachanji Shri Radhe Jaya. Jaya Radha, Kalachanji Radha, Kalachanji Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha, Govinda Radha, Govinda Shri Radhe. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami, Bhavatu me. Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami, Bhavatu me. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath Swami, Jaya Jagannath. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath Swami, Jaya Jagannath. Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Pancha Tattva, Jaya Pancha Tattva, Pancha Tattva, Jaya Pancha Tattva, Jaya Pancha Tattva. Jaya Pancha Tattva, Pancha Tattva, Pancha Tattva, Jaya Pancha Tattva, Jaya. Jaya Gora Dayal Nitai, Gora Dayal Nitai, Gora Dayal Nitai, Gora Dayal Nitai. Gora Dayal Nitai, Gora Dayal Nitai, Gora. Haribo, Haribo, Haribo Nitai, Gora Haribo. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramansa Prevraj Vicharya Stotarasta Shishimad. His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaya Charanarvindam Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON Founder Acharya, BBT Founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Shri 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 Guru Parampara Ki Jai. Shri Sadguru Sai Prabhu Ki Jai. Anant Koti Vaishnava Brinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se kaho Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Brinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shyam Kunda Radha Kund Giri Govardhana Ki Jai. Brajabhumi Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Mayapur Navadvip Dham Ki Jai. Purushottam Chetra Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Shri Gokul Puri Dham Ki Jai. Yamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganga Mai Ki Jai. Srimati Tulsi Devi Maharani Ki Jai. Srimati Bhakti Devi Maharani Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Brinda Ki Jai. Bolo Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Sankirtan Maha Yagya Ki Jai. Jugadharma Hare Krishna Maha Mantra Ki Jai. ISKCON Texas Yatra Ki Jai. His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada's Transcendental Books and Prasad Distribution Ki Jai. Jai Bolo Shri 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 Panchatattva Ki Jai. Shri Shri Gaur Nitai Ki Jai. Shri Shri Gaur Dayal Nitai Ki Jai. Shri 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 Jagannath Baladeva Subhadra Maharani Ki Jai. Shri Shri Prahlad Nrsingadeva Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Govindaji Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Kalachanji Ki Jai. Shri 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 Radha Kalachanji Dham Ki Jai. Shri 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 Radha Kalachanji Dham Gaura Bhakta Brinda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to you, Srila Prabhupada. Jai. Okay, so what we'll do is, when we finish the class, that's when you bring them here. So offer the bhoga at that place. Make the full bhoga happen there. And get some sweet and put it here. Light lamp in front of the Lord, some water and some sweet.
Sure.
Okay, three things for the Lord.
Lamp,
Lamp, water and
and
sweet.
sweet.
Water and sweet. Three items. Hare Krishna. Okay, we can all sit down, please. Please take a seat. We'll get started. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah. I have actually water. Yeah, I'm good. 780. Okay. Please come forward so that there's more space for people at the back to sit as well. You can come as close as you can. You don't have to worry how close you are. Thank you very much. All right, so to get started with this program, we just did some Abhishek, and we did an Aarti, and we did Kirtan. So now, this part of the program is about a program that we have started because all of you know that today we live in very challenging times. There are many issues that are happening in life. So how do we move on in our life in a way that we can be truly safe, we can be happy, and we can move forward how the Lord wants us to move. Because the Lord, as we can see here, we have Jagannath. There are two pictures of Jagannath because there's one Jagannath that I carry wherever I go. And there's a Jagannath that we're going to be installing today. And for that installation, we brought him here. That's on, sorry, the one that I have is on the right. The one that we're installing is to your left, like that, to my left as well. And in the middle is Krishna, or Jagannath, how he looks before he looks like this. So now you know that Jagannath is actually Krishna himself. And there's a story, I'm going to tell you that story so that you know why we're doing this program, and so everything will go well. So before we start, I'd like you to put your hands together and please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkest of ignorance, and by the sweetest graces of my spiritual master, my darkened eyes were opened with the salve of love in the form of transcendental knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances, gratitude, and homage to him. Vanchakalpa turubhascha kripa sandhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhya vaishnavebhya namo namaha. Let us offer our respectful obeisances upon all Vaishnava devotees of the Lord, who are just like desire trees, for they can fulfill all desires of everyone, for they are full of compassion for all fallen conditioned souls. Jai Radhe. Hare Krishna. So I'm going to tell a little bit of a story, and then we'll go into the part about how to now organize our lives in such a way in these times, very difficult times, because nobody is in control of anything at this time. And the reason that happens once every 500 years or so, of course we had some world wars a little earlier, but those world wars did not shape this world like this one is going to shape this world. So every 500 years, the planets come into a certain type of a system that changes things in a very big way. It changes it in such a big way that no one can control. Everybody thinks I am in control. But the only one who is in control is God. Data ekaram, bhikhari sari dunya. Correct? It's only Lord. Krishna says that. Aham sarvasya prabhavaha, mattaha sarvam pravartate. No one else says that. Only Krishna says that. He is in total control. So what is happening now is all the sin that this world committed. How did the world commit sin? It killed so many cows, right? The cows are like mother. In India, at least, we have that understanding. Cow is mother, so you do not hurt the mother. You do not in any way do anything bad to the mother. You love the mother. You worship the mother. The mother represents God. Correct? That is our culture. So now we've come to America. Let's give this culture to America. America wants this culture. America doesn't want your job. America is not interested in your job. They are interested that you go back to India and then they have the job. They're not going to be affected by your job. They will be affected by the fact that you gave them an understanding that God is most powerful. We are all children of God, and that because we are all children of God, we should live harmoniously with one another and promote each other in such a way that God will be happy. Like, how many of you are parents? Hands up. How many of you are parents with more than one child? Hands up. Okay. So do you just love one child? If you have 3, do you love only 2? If you have 4, do you love only 3? You love all of them, don't you? So God is like that too. God loves all of his children. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Aham bij pradapitaha. I am the seed-giving father of all living entities, not just human beings. He is the father of every animal, of every tree, of everything that lives. Krishna is the original father. So before we start any program, we normally light a lamp to invite Yamaraj, because Yamaraj is the Lord of Dharma. Om Krapyadam. Om Kravyadam Agnim Pranomi Duram Yamarajam Gachatu Rip Pravaha. So this is the mantra to invite this Yamaraj. Now, a lot of people are very afraid of Yamaraj because they worry that Yamaraj is the Lord of Death and he might punish us. But Yamaraj is the Lord of Dharma. That is why his son Yudhishthir was known as Dharmaraj, because he is the Lord of Dharma. Dharma means that which you do properly. When you do something properly, that is called dharmic. If you do it not properly, that is called adharmic. Correct? Like that. So, those of us who are parents, who have children, do we want our children to do worse than we did in our life? Or the same as we did in our life? Or better than we did in our life? We all want better, right? So Krishna is parent. Why he doesn't want us to do better than him? In the spiritual world, do you know there are some people who are better than Krishna? Hare Krishna. Who is better than Krishna in the spiritual world? No, that's wrong. Wrong answer. I just said there's someone better. Then you say there's no one. You're not listening. Listen. I said there are people who are better than Krishna in the spiritual world. Who? Radharani. Do you know Krishna worships Radharani? He wants to be with Radharani all the time. That is why he plays the flute. Radharani taught him how to play the flute. So when he plays the flute, the fifth note of the flute is the note of love, and then Radharani comes. How many of you have been to Radha Kalachanji temple? Hands up. Radha Kalachanji temple. Do you see between Krishna and Radharani, who puts the hand out like that? Why do you think Radharani puts the hand out like that? What is she saying when she puts the hand out like that? Blessings, something else more important than blessings. She says, don't worry about this guy. I'm here. I control that guy. You don't worry everything. You talk to me, I'll fix everything. He does whatever I say. Who else is more powerful than Krishna in the spiritual world? Come on, you should know. Mother Yashoda. Mother Yashoda picks up the stick. What does Krishna do? Sit down. Right? All the sadhus are praying to Krishna, please Krishna, I want to see you. Please Krishna, show me your form. They're doing yoga. Right? So many things just to see Krishna. But Radharani, Yashoda puts the stick up. Krishna, sit down. Although he is God. But he follows her instruction. She is the boss. When Radha and Krishna are together, if Yashoda comes in the scene, immediately they separate. They both run to Mother Yashoda and touch her feet, say, Maya, Maya, what can we do for you? We're so happy that you are here. Because of you, we are so fortunate. Right? Who else does Krishna worship in the spiritual world? The cows. Krishna worships the cows. Did you know that, or did you know that? Don't you know that? Krishna is mother to, the cow is mother to Krishna. That's why we say Go Mata. Right? And the bull is the father. And the calves are our brothers and sisters. Correct? So father and mother is senior or junior? Senior. That's Krishna. He can be God, but he lets people go senior to him. But these people who go senior to him love him so much that they only think of his best interest. Mother Yashoda is always thinking, oh, Krishna must be hungry. Let me cook something nice for him. Radharani is always thinking, oh, he loves to dance. Let's get the gopis together, have a nice dance with Krishna. He'll be happy. They're always trying to please Krishna, even those who are senior to him. Do you see what I'm saying? So, in our case, sometimes also, we love our children so much that we do more for the children than we do for ourselves. Correct? How many parents do more for their children than they do for their own self? Many parents do, right? Parents work so hard so that the children can have a good life. Children don't have to worry. That little girl there, how old is she? Motherji, your child, yeah? 2 years. Does she have a job at Microsoft? She has a job? No? Does she teach at a university or something? Is she going to college? No. But is she happy? Yes. Because she has you. She's not worried. Look at right now. And there's another one there too, right? No one's thinking, right? They're not. Children aren't thinking. Children aren't worried. They're playing up there. They don't care what the sadhu is saying. Who cares what the sadhu is saying? We're going to play. Right? And then what do the parents do? Sadhu says, yes, please play. And when they make noise, I tell the parents, don't worry about it. You listen to me. Don't listen to their noise. It's more important you listen now and learn what is going to be happening very soon in this world. Learn. Because if you know what is going to happen, then you can be prepared. If you don't know what is going to be happen, you will not be prepared and you will be blaming everybody and their dog because of what the problems are in this world. You'll be blaming Trump. You'll be blaming, President Xi, right? You'll be blaming Putin. You'll be blaming, who knows who you'll be blaming. Probably your wife, your husband, right? Your boss, the temple president, the sadhu, everybody but me. I blame everybody but me. Everything that's going wrong is everybody else's fault, not my fault. I'm such a nice person. I'm sadhu. I'm the best. I'm Krishna. This is the nonsense that we believe. And because of nonsense, we suffer. We deserve to suffer if this is how we think. If we think properly, we will not suffer. No matter how bad it gets in this world, we will be happy. Why we will be happy is why we have this photo of Jagannath here. Now let me tell you what is going to be happening. And I'm not an astrologer, but I can tell you what is going to happen because sadhus also know what is happening because sadhus always speak with the Lord. They know what is happening. The Lord knows better than the astrologer what is going to happen. Because of all the sins that we have committed in this world, all the cows we've killed, all the times we did not listen to Krishna, all the times we cheated somebody, all the time we lied, all the time we committed so many sins, the mountain of sins became bigger and bigger and bigger. Then when the earth cannot bear the sin anymore, earth creates a problem. Then people die, people suffer. And when people suffer, who do they turn to? President Trump, right? They turn to Modi, right? They turn to Putin? They turn to you? Who do they turn to? They turn to me? Who do they turn to? They turn to God. This is Prithvi's way of making sure that the children of God learn about their own father. Prithvi is like our mother, right? We call her Bhumi Mata. She's our mother. She knows the children are not behaving. How to correct the children? Mata will correct the children by showing the children it's painful not to do the right thing. So now pain is going to come. You're not going to be able to escape it. I'm telling you right now. AI is not your problem. You might think AI is your problem because you're losing jobs because of AI. But before AI, people lost jobs too, right? Did they lose jobs before AI? Of course they did. Because boss is not a nice person, right? Boss likes to fire. He likes to hire and also fire. So boss is going to hire and fire, right? What AI is going to do is like a tool. Just like when I remember when the first time calculator came, you know what we thought? Nobody will know how to do math now. Because they take the calculator, punch some button, they got the answer, right? So now nobody knows math. They use only calculator. Okay, did math stop because of the calculator? It went higher. Now there's higher math, right? You see what I'm saying? So when AI comes, there will be higher life. Because people will know I can't compete with AI in repetitive tasks, in tasks that have logic, in tasks that have a pattern, AI is the best pattern recognizer. And so AI can recognize a pattern in seconds, what can take us years to recognize. So AI will beat us in that. But what AI cannot beat us on? What can AI not beat a human being on? Human brain, okay. But you know, humans don't use their brain too much. They say the maximum a human uses his brain is 8%. So brain, they're not using their brain anyway. It's dull. They're becoming more and more dull, right? Humans are becoming more dull. You have to accept that. Right? Love. Can AI give love? The answer is yes, I'm sorry. But that's not real love, right? Because one day AI can say, go shoot yourself. If it gets mad enough at you. Right? It has done that to people. People have fallen in love. There are people today who are marrying AI. They've created a clone, and they call that clone a name, and then they marry the clone. And that's their wife or their husband. And then they talk to it every day. They wake up in the morning and say, hi dear, how are you? And it replies, I'm very fine dear, how are you? This is better than a human wife, right? You wake up in the morning, she's not in a good mood, you're in trouble, right? Now she's got the bellon over your head, right? Or if the husband is not in a good mood, the wife has a problem now. If both not in a good mood, then you got a yudh on your hands now, right? You got Mahabharat on your hands. Correct? Ghar ghar ki kahani. So my point is, they fall in love with AI because they think AI will be always nice to me. And they've found sometimes the lover says to them, go hang yourself. And then they go and hang themselves. That wasn't a very good end to that story. Right? So yes, real love, AI cannot have. Because real love will have good and bad in it too, right? When you love somebody, everything is not nice all the time, is it? All of those who are married, hands up. How many of you have only nice time with your spouse? Everything is first class. All day long, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 12 months a year, 100 years in a lifetime. Everything's first class with my wife, my husband. Hands up. I'm only putting my hand up because I want to encourage you to put it up. I'm a marriage counselor for 50 years. This is my 50th year as a marriage counselor. I know marriages inside out. And anybody who puts their hand up is only putting their hand up because they want their wife to see, I really love you. Because the wife is not so sure that this person really loves me. Yeah. Or the husband. Or they just want to be nice to everybody, no matter how bad it gets. But the fact is, there are going to be ups and downs, right? But that doesn't mean you stop loving the person. Ups and downs is because they're human. Things are going to go right, things are going to go wrong. When things go right, you are happy. When things go wrong, what is the answer? You fight. No, that's not a good answer. What is the answer? You discuss. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Huh? You? Take rest. You adjust. Good answer. It's a good answer. None of them are the best answer. The best answer is whenever you have a problem, you turn it into your pot of gold. Do you know how businessmen make money? How many of you are businessmen here, by the way? Any businessmen here? One? Okay. Businessmen make money by solving problems. That's how they make money. Okay? Elon Musk makes money because he makes things that will solve your problems, right? You didn't want to go to the Bowser to fill fuel, now he gives you an electric car, so you don't have to go to the Bowser anymore, right? Correct? But now you have to buy a battery. Then somebody will come and do something, you don't have to buy the battery. The air will come and create the energy, and the car is running. Then you'll buy that one. Then the air will get polluted, there's no more air left, now you've got to put a air tank there. All this is happening, right? This is technology, correct? So AI is technology that is meant to help us, but it can also harm us. Anything that will help you can harm you. Think of technology as a knife. You can use a knife to make some nice sabji, right? And you can use a knife to kill somebody. It's not the knife's fault. It's not AI's fault that something is going wrong or right. It's how we use AI, right? Many people are using AI today and finding great success in it. So, what is going to happen is because of AI, everybody is going to become like an equal now. Because you can use AI to find your answer, right? Before you had to be born in a rich family or knowledgeable family or well-to-known family. Now you just have to ask, who? Who's Google now? What's Google's new name? Gemini. Not Claude. Claudia is Anthropic. Okay, Gemini. It's new, so we are still learning. It's Gemini, right? Google's become Gemini. Notice there's now a little thing there on Google. If you press that, AI turns up, Google AI turns up, which is Gemini. Now, does Gemini give a better answer than Google? Yes. Gives a much better answer. It gives you a whole encyclopedia, right? If you keep going, it can give you deeper and deeper and deeper answers, correct? So now people have the answers. They'll know what to do. So it doesn't matter whether you're in India or you're in the US, you'll have the same salary. Now, you think the Indians are going to love that? If Indians can make the same salary as you all in the US, you think they're going to be happy? They're going to be very happy. Correct? Then they won't want to come to America. Then the Indians in America will go back to India. Why Indians and Americans will go back to India? This is recorded, by the way. I know this is going to be seen by the rest of the public. Why would the Indians in America go back to India? Then I'll tell you the story of Jagannath. You have relatives there. You have friends there. You have culture there that is your culture. You don't have to change your culture, right? Here you're expected to change your culture, and only rightly so. Imagine if Chinese came into India and started speaking Chinese, and every Indian had to learn Chinese. How would you feel in India? You'll feel very nice, right? Oh, this is very good. Now we know Ching Chong, right? We know Chinese. You're not going to feel like that. And Indians go to China and start speaking Hindi, they're not going to like it there either, right? So same thing. You come to America and you speak Hindi and Telugu and Gujarati and whatnot, they're not going to like it. It's nothing. They're not bad people. They just don't like it. They like their language to be the key language of their country. That's natural for everybody. You see what I'm saying? But now AI is going to make that happen anyway. AI is not going to tell you go back to India. AI is going to tell you you're earning $100,000 a year. And how much are you spending in 1 year? Huh? How much? 70%? You must be collecting big money, man. Most people are collecting nothing. They're just spending pretty much what they make, right? They're not really making money. They're not saving money, right? If you make $100,000 a year in India, how much will you spend? Not even 50%, right? Not even 30%. And you live like a king? Live like a king. Until the prices go up. Because what will happen is, now you're rich, you'll spend more money. So prices will go up. And it'll become same price as US. It's going to be the same everywhere. No matter how poor a country you're in, they will make the same amount of money, spend the same amount of money. The whole world will be rich or poor, whichever way you want to look at it. It's going to level the playing field. Correct? So nobody's going to be happy anyway. You can't be happy, right? If everybody is same, you can't be happy, right? You want to be better. Correct? So here comes Jagannath. What is the story of Jagannath? At one time, Krishna was in Dwarka. So he was in Dwarka and he had 16,108 castles. In each of those castles, he had a queen. And there were 16,108 Krishnas, by the way. It's not the same Krishna, okay? He divided himself. When he left Parliament, he'll become 16,108 Krishnas. All of them will go into their own castle. Their own wife is there, or wives, more than one wife. Children, you know, all the servants, everybody, full castle, right? You know, like a castle. How many have been to Buckingham Palace? Some of you have been, right? So you know what a castle is like. In India also they have castles, right? But not many of them are operating right now, right? But in England it's still operating. Castle system still operating. So you see a castle, a lot of servants there, everybody is nice, king, queen, right? Like that. So what happened is the queens noticed something. They noticed that Krishna liked to talk in his sleep. You know, how many of your wives, your husband talks in the sleep? None of you. Wow. You're all being very nice today. Sometimes you might hear your husband babbling in the sleep, right? Once in a while, gets mad at something. So even the sleep he says it, right? Happens. It's natural, nothing unnatural. Anyway, so they noticed, but then when he was speaking, he's always talking about Braj. He's always talking about the gopis and the gopas, his mother and his father in Vrindavan. So the queens are thinking, we are giving him such a nice life. He's so happy with us. We are serving him hand and foot. Why is he talking about the girls in? I mean, any of your wives, if you hear your husband speaking in his talk and talking about other girls, are you all going to feel nice about it? Huh? We'll see you next lifetime, yeah. So the queens obviously felt a little disturbed about that. So they went to Mother Rohini because they knew, Mother Rohini knew all the people in Vrindavan. So they say to Mother Rohini, Rohini Mai, what is happening? Why is Krishna talking in his sleep about Braja and Brajbasis? So she says, that's because the Brajbasis are really great. They do amazing things. You think you love Krishna. If you saw what the Brajbasis do for Krishna, then you'll know what real love is. So the queens thought, but why don't you tell us about that? She said, okay, I can tell you. Now amongst the queens, some of the queens are very powerful queens, like Rukmini. Rukmini is the chief queen of Krishna. But there's another queen who is a little more powerful than Rukmini. Her name is Satyabhama. Rukmini is Chandravali in Vrindavan, and Satyabhama is Radharani in Vrindavan. Okay, so obviously you can imagine, Radharani is a little more fiery character. Chandravali is very soft character, very nice, always nice to Krishna, never says anything. And Radha is like, get mad at Krishna very quickly, right? He does one small thing and she'll set off on him, like that. So if your wife is getting mad at you, don't feel bad about it. That's our system. Okay, so what happens is that Satyabhama says to Rohini Mai, everything's fine, but I don't want Subhadra there. Who is Subhadra? Krishna and Balaram's sister. She is actually the most powerful because she is Yogamaya. She is the one who controls all the pastimes of Krishna. So obviously she is the most powerful, right? At the temple when you come, you see that she's like the smallest deity. And you might think, oh, she's just one small deity. She's not. She is the most powerful one there. You should be talking to her. She can help you in ways nobody else can help. So then Mother Rohini says, but that's Krishna and Balaram's sister. How can I stop her from coming? No. She knows everything. She always gets mad at us when we make mistakes. She's always correcting us. We want to be relaxed when we're listening to the pastimes in Vrindavan. We don't want any getting angry at one another and criticizing. And so please, we have to keep her away. So Rohini says, I don't know how we're going to do that. Mother Satyabhama says, I know how we can do that. I'll make the arrangement. Okay. Then Satyabhama says, we also don't want Balaram there. He says, that's my son. My Balaram can't be there when I'm telling. He loves to hear pastimes. I always tell him nice pastimes about Vrindavan. He loves it. How can I stop him from hearing? No. He is elder to us, and we have to put the pallu over our head. We have to cover our head. We have to behave ourselves. We can't just laugh loudly. We can't suddenly start dancing in front of him, right? We might hear something that you tell us about Vrindavan, and we become so happy we start dancing, right? Because we heard that gopis like to do Ras Leela. So we might start doing Ras Leela, right? But if he's there, we can't do that. We have to be well behaved. We have to sit. So again, Satyabhama says, I'll take care of it, don't worry. Then she says, and one more, we don't want Krishna there either. So then Mother Rohini says, well, that's going to be tough. One person, not so hard. Two people, very hard. Three, impossible. We can't keep all three away. She says, no, I know how to do it. I'll make the arrangement. You don't worry. All three will be away. So she said, okay. So Satyabhama creates a chess game, a game of chess with dice. In this game, you can have 3 players. Normally it's 2 players, one against the other. But in this game, 3 players can be there. But the rules are very complicated. And people get very excited that must win the game because it's like the Shiromani of all games. If you win that game, means you must be very smart. Just like chess, right? You have to be very smart to play chess. So they start the game. The queens are playing, not the three of them. The queens are playing. And as they're playing, one of the queens will come and bump the board, and the pieces will go flying, and then they'll all start fighting where the pieces were when the board was disturbed. Right? And then Satyabhama will come in and say, no, I know where the pieces were, and she'll set all the pieces in the right place. They'll play again they'll hit the thing. So after a while, Satyabhama said, look, Mother Subhadra says, look, you guys move aside, let us play the game, let us show you how to play this game. So she, Krishna and Balaram play the game. You see what I'm saying? So as they're playing, one of the queens comes and bumps the board. So again the pieces go flying, right? Now, Subhadra is fighting with who? Krishna and Balaram. You're not going to win now, right? So they can't agree where the pieces were on the board. So finally, the queen said, okay, we will start again. So this time they're very intense. They're looking at the board very intensely. All the queens leave and go into another hall. And now Mother Rohini is telling them the pastimes of Krishna in Vrindavan. The queens are listening. And then after about half an hour, Yashoda realizes, Mother Subhadra realizes, nobody there. How come there's pin drop silence? Why there's pin drop silence? There's pin drop silence, nobody is there. She looks around, she says, nobody's there. She realizes these people played a game. They didn't want us with them, so they separated us with this game. So she says, okay, stop the game, we're going to go looking for where they are. So they go looking, and they pass a hall, and Krishna puts his ear against the door of that wall, or that hall, and he hears the pastimes of Braj being spoken by Rohini Mai. And his eyes become wide, like you can see here. You see what I'm saying? Or saucer-like eyes. Then Balaram thinks, what happened to Krishna? So he puts his ear, his eyes also become like saucer eyes. Then Subhadra, her eyes become saucer eyes. Then Krishna says, we have to go in. We have to listen to this inside. Subhadra says, no, they don't want us there. That's why they did all this. But I know how to get in without them knowing. So she takes them to the back of the hall. They climb in through the window to the back. And they sit at the back to listen to the pastimes. But all of them become so affected by the pastimes that their feet start melting. Their body starts melting. That's how much they become engrossed in the pastime. So Brahma is seeing from Brahmaloka what is happening, and he realizes if this continues, they will become rivers. They'll all become liquid. We'll have a Krishna river, a Balaram river, and a Subhadra river, but no Krishna, no Balaram, no Subhadra. So he asks the smartest person in the world. Who is the smartest person in the world? Narad Muni. The all-time smartest, Narad Muni. Anytime you hear Krishna Leela and something really wild going to happen, Narad Muni is in the middle of it. He's very smart. So he says, no, I know how to solve the problem. So he comes. And when Narad Muni comes into the hall, obviously when Mother Rohini sees her, she pays obeisances to him because he's known as the all-time greatest sadhu. Sadhu walks in, people pay their obeisances, right? So then, Narad says to Rohini Mai, look at the back. So first time, Rohini Mai looks right to the back. Because she was so much in the story, she wasn't looking at the audience. She was just herself in the story. That's the best way to be in the story, that you yourself feel like you're in the story. So what happened was, she saw that their feet had melted, their hand had melted, their ears had melted, the nose had melted. Pretty much like the face and what you see now, the torso, was there, everything else had melted. And she thought, how did that happen? She said, if you keep talking, everything will melt. You have to stop. So they stopped. Fast forward, Kali Yuga comes. This happened when? In which Yuga? Dwapar Yuga. Now comes Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, there was a very great king, King Indradyumna, right? And he had a person that he was worshipping, that he wanted to worship, whose name was Nilamadava. But Nilamadava didn't want worship to be done by everybody, So he told the king of the Sabaras, you put me in a mountain cave and only you worship me, nobody else should be allowed into the cave. Right? But actually, King Indradyumna knew that this Nilamadava existed. So he sends a person who is a very important person to actually go looking for Nilamadava. So, by some nice arrangements, he was able to have darshan of Nilamadava. So he went and told the king. Now the king must have darshan. So the king said, take me to that place. You see what I'm saying? But what happened was that Nilamadava didn't want the king to have darshan like that. So instead he came to the king in a dream and said to the king, in the sea you will find a nice log. You take that log and you fashion it into my deity. Right? And then I will be with you all the time. You see what I'm saying? So they tried to fashion it, but they were not able to fashion it. So then what happened? Again, Nilamadava comes in the dream and says, you ask Vishwakarma to come. Vishwakarma will come and then he will fashion the deity. So Vishwakarma came, but Vishwakarma had a condition. I will fashion the deity in a private room. And only when I open the door again, after I finish, can you have darshan. Not before that. So he was doing it. After a few days, they could not hear the sound of the chisel and the hammer and everything else. So the queen, what is the queen's name? What do we do before we do Snan Yatra? When you do Snan Yatra, what do we do between Snan Yatra and Gundicha? That's the name of the queen. That is why we call it Gundicha Marjan, because that queen has a place where Krishna will go and visit before he finishes Rath Yatra. He goes and visits Masi, he says, at Gundicha. You see what I'm saying? And so, Gundicha, Queen Gundicha, felt like something is wrong, because she saw that Vishwakarma is like an old man. So she thought maybe he's having some problems. He might have fainted. He might be weak. Something might have gone wrong. We should open the door and check what is happening. The king said, but he said, don't do it. He said, no. The safety of the person is more important. This is the nature of a Vaishnava. So they opened the door. And what happened when they opened the door? They saw that Vishwakarma was not there. And the deities of Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra were there, but incomplete. So the king became very sad. We broke our promise. Now we punished. The deities are not complete. Now what do we do? So again in the dream, Nilamadava comes and says, no, I wanted to be in this shape. Why? Why did he want to be in that shape? He said, because all of you are incomplete. I will also be incomplete to say to you, we are together, don't worry. Don't think you are incomplete, therefore you are not entitled to have a relationship with me, a perfect relationship with me. You are all my children. I want everybody to have a perfect relationship with me. That's why with Jagannath, there are not rules. Do you know in Jagannath Puri, like in Dallas, when do we dress the deities? With full paraphernalia, jewelry and everything. When do we do it? 5 o'clock in the morning, right? When do they do it in Jagannath Puri? In the night. When we do night dress, they do their full dress. Why? Because Jagannath likes to go to do Rasalila in the night. So he wants to make sure he's dressed nicely so he can impress the gopis. That's Jagannath. This Jagannath, what we did was, when we made our Jagannath, on the other side is my Jagannath. This is the Jagannath we're going to install today. They look similar. You'll see there's some slight differences in color, a little bit. But other than that, exactly the same. Since that Jagannath has come, some of us are team members. We are creating a new university, and in the process, we're doing a lot of work, which is a lot of hard work to do. But since Jagannath came, miracles started happening in our life. And that is when I came to understand why Jagannath is on this planet. He is on this planet so all of us can have a nice relationship with him. But he wants us to have one relationship, not mixed relationships. Like you can either think of Jagannath as your friend, right? Or your father, or your son, or your brother, or your father-in-law, or your brother-in-law, or your friend's friend. Something a boy can be in a boy's life, or differently in a girl's life, right? Girls have different relationship with boys. Boys have different relationship with boys, right? So those of us who are men can have a relationship that you can have with another man. For those of us who are women, you have a relationship that you can have with a man. Correct? But have that as your only relationship. Don't mix relationship. If you think Jagannath is your friend, because that's equal, right? Now you can get a little angry at him. You can treat him in a way that you treat friends, right? You can treat him like you can treat friends. Now when you are treating friends, sometimes you get a little angry at your friend, right? But does the friend stop being your friend? No. Now, if you treat him like a friend, then don't treat him like God. Don't tell him, oh, I'm going to pay my obeisance to you, I'm going to do arti to you, please bless me like that. How many of you go to your friends and bow down to your friends and do arti to him and ask blessings? How many of you do that? Nobody, right? That's not a relationship you have with a friend. With a friend, you talk like equals. He might be a better friend than you, but still you're equals. Correct? If he's your father, you cannot treat him like your friend, right? Father is authority figure. Now you have to follow. He tells you to do something, you have to do it. Right? Father and mother, that's their role, right? And if he's your son, you can't expect him to work for you, right? Go and get a job for you. You have to look after him now. Like we do with Laddu Gopal, right? That's how you treat a son. So have that type of relationship with Jagannath. And you will see that miracles will happen in your life. No matter what happens in this world, your life will not turn upside down because you will have some nice ideas about how to do things and how to get things done. And I'm going to talk a little about that a little more. But now you see why Jagannath is here. Now when we do an installation, a Pran Pratishtha is a very big program. A proper Pran Pratishtha takes 7 days with minimum 6 hours a day of puja. That's how many hours? 42 hours. In the case of Jagannath, when we install him, we do puja for 60 hours. Not 42, 60. And we do it in India, in Mayapur. We've got a team in Mayapur. One of the head pujaris there, his name is Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, who is in the pujari team. He and 4 other pujaris do a Mahayagya for 5 hours every Sankranti. How many Sankrantis in a year? 12, right? There are 12. No, you only know one. Indians only know one. That's Makar Sankranti. That's all they know. Sankranti means the sun came into a new sign. How many signs in a year? 12 signs. Makar Sankranti is Capricorn. After Capricorn comes Aquarius. Then comes Pisces. Then comes Aries. Then comes the next one, next one, next one. All of us are born under some sign, correct? So your Sankranti is your sign Sankranti. Nobody ever told you that. Now the sadhu is telling you. So there are 12 Sankrantis. What is the power of Sankranti? If you do something on Sankranti day, whatever you do multiplies 400,000 times. So if you give $1 donation, you gave $400,000 donation on other days. Now you can see why Sankranti is very powerful, right? And we do the Mahayagya 5 hours on every Sankranti, 12 Sankrantis, to install Jagannath in your house. Now you can see Krishna is sitting in your house, real Krishna. Just like, imagine Kalachandji was sitting in your house. That's powerful, right? Now the difference is, Jagannath is very soft person. He's not like Kalachandji. Kalachandji is very strict. You have to do 7 times puja to him. You have to offer him 56 items. You have to feed him 6 times a day. You have to do 3 times kirtan a day. That's pretty heavy, right? In the house to do all that. That's going to be very hard, right? Impossible. Even many temples only feed Krishna once a week. Or they feed every day some munakka, right? Some misri and munakka, and at home they're eating pakwan themselves, right? And they clothe him in plastic clothing. They don't change dress every morning, right? So that's very high level worship, right? Temple worship. Jagannath not worried. He'll just be like this. I don't even put the garland on him every day. I don't put anything. He's my friend. In this case, I treat him like my friend. So whatever I do, he does with me. If I'm eating, he comes to the table, we sit together, we eat. I offer to the Lord, and I tell him you can join him also, because you're welcome. Anybody's welcome to join the Lord, whoever the Lord invites. You're welcome. But everything I do, he does with me. So I don't put garland on myself every day, right? Somebody else might put garland. Like somebody put garland on me today, but that person also put garland on him. So I make sure my friend also gets whatever I get, he gets. But that's friendship. Then I can talk to him like a friend, and I can tell him we're trying to set up a university. Please help me. Give me some nice ideas. And you can see some of the people, some of our team members are here today. You've got here Nanda Braj Prabhu, who did some nice kirtan. His mother, Mother Tammy, right? And then who's operating the whole system here? That's Anand Prabhu. Okay? Anybody from our team here other than that? We had Clive here for a while. He left. Clive is the one who painted this, drew this Krishna. I wanted him to draw Jagannath before he became Jagannath. So this is the Jagannath before he became looking like this. That's what he looked like. Okay? So now you know he's real Krishna. Okay? So you can ask any of them that since Jagannath came, how many miracles have happened in our program? Amazing miracles have happened. Even my life has become a lot better. And now I have the strength to say to you, I know what is going to happen in this world, and I know what the answer is. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you the answer. Bear with me. So, this is why Jagannath is like that. It's not because they didn't carve. He made the arrangement that the other guy stopped making sound. He knew what was going to happen when sound is not happening. Right? Those of you who are mothers, how many have children who make a lot of noise and run around a lot of the time? How many have children like that? How many of you have children right here? They're doing it right now. Right? Okay. Suddenly in your house, everything goes silent for one whole day. What do you think? Something's wrong, right? Something's really wrong. Why are my children not making noise? So Mother Gundicha thought the same thing. How come everything's quiet? Something's wrong. Better find out what happened. That's why she opened the door. Who knew she was going to do that? Krishna knew, right? So Krishna made the arrangement. Why did he make the arrangement? Just so that he can be with us as an equal. He's ready to come to us as equal or even less than us, as a son, as a friend, as a younger friend, rather than older friend. I treat him like an older friend, that he knows more than I do. I treat him like that type of friend. Right? Now imagine you want to be very wealthy. Okay? Just imagine for a while, because a lot of you like to have wealth, right? So imagine you want to be wealthy. Who would be a good best friend to have? Best friend. In this world, not Jagannath. Okay, don't tell me Jagannath. In this world, somebody who's in this world, who would you like to have as your best friend? And you become his best friend or her best friend, and she or he becomes your best friend. Who would you want? Huh? Warren Buffett. Good example, right? $300 billion cash sitting in the bank account. You want to start a business. How much money do you need to start a business? Come on. You guys are Indians, yeah. Indians know how to do business. Even though you're not doing business. Huh? You're not Indian. 2 million? If I ask you to do business, you will not do it without $2 million? You can do less than 2 million, right? You can start business less than 2 million? Be reasonable, right? Someone's going to give you free money. How much money do you think you'll need to start a business? To start a business. Start the business. I'm not saying, you're going to be a $1 billion business. How much? Boy, you guys are not thinking. You're thinking very slow. Some of you are too shy to speak because then you're worried my wife might hear me. Huh? What is it? Say $200,000? $500,000? Let's say $500,000. $500,000, very good, right? In America, they say the minimum amount you need to start a business is $3,000. And there people will tell you don't even need 3,000. Okay, if you start online. You see what I'm saying? But in America, the general understanding is 3,000. In India, it's 5 lakhs. They think if you really want to start a good business, 5 lakhs, which is more than 3,000. It's funny, India is talking more than America. But Indians are like that. They're very ambitious, you know. I want to make some good money, right? If you're going to do business, may make good money, right? 5 lakhs, start some good business. Now, Warren Buffett is so rich. Do you know how much he can give his friend without going like this, batting his eyelid? He won't even think about it if he gave that amount to you. What do you think that amount is? He has done it, by the way, to his friend. Just surprised his friend, gave him birthday check, like that. Actually, he gave it to a charity also. How much do you think the person who gives you $500,000 will give to charity in one check? If he gives you 500,000, how much do you think he will give to, say, Radha Kalachandji? Millions, right? How much? How many millions? Say 10 million. Okay, that's a good comparison. How many of you, I know, I'm not going to ask you, it's going to embarrass you. But some of you give $1,000 to the temple, right? On a friend's birthday, how much do you give to the friend? Maybe $100, right? $50, $100? Correct? You can see the difference, right? It's say 10 times or 20 times. 10 times $500,000 is 5 million. 20 times is 10 million. So it's correct figure, he said. 5 to 20. He gave $30 billion. One check. And when did he do it? In 2008 when the market crashed. After the crash, his shares also crashed, by the way. He wrote a $30 billion check, gave it in charity. That's a friend, right? I'd love to have a friend like that. Then even asking, like he said, 2 million is a joke, right? 30 billion divided by 20 is how much? Let's just say the ratio is 20. 30 billion divided by 20 is how much? 1.5? $1.5 billion. Imagine he gives you said 2 million, right? Imagine he gives you 1.5 billion. I think you'll just run away, right? Forget business. I'm not doing business. I already got plenty money. I'll put it in the bank and just roll in interest, right? You get the idea. That's the best friend, right? So if Jagannath is your best friend, where is the comparison? This is your number one answer in these times. Have God as your best friend. Make him your equal partner. Yes, your wife is your equal partner too, right? Jagannath has 2 girls around him, right? He's married to who? No, he's not. Come on, you guys don't know Jagannath's story. He's married to Lakshmi. Who is in Jagannath Puri? Radharani? No, it's Mother Lakshmi. Lakshmi is his wife. But who is his girlfriend? Radharani. See? That's why Radharani's name is Jagannath Priya. That's her name, Jagannath Priya. Because she's very Priya to Jagannath. That's why the Rath Yatra happens. Who started the first Rath Yatra? Radharani. When Krishna was in Kurukshetra, he brought she brought him from Kurukshetra to Vrindavan. That was Rath Yatra, first Rath Yatra, right? On a Rath. Correct? That's what we're doing. When we're pulling the Rath, we're taking Krishna to Vrindavan. In olden days in Dallas, when we did it, you know what we used to do? We used to put a string at the back also of the Rath. And there are people pulling from the back. Those are Lakshmi's people. Saying, no, 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 no. Lakshmi doesn't want you to go to Vrindavan. Lakshmi wants you to be in Dwarka. Right? Jagannath Puri. Yeah. It's like New Dwarka, you know? Jagannath Puri. So, and then all the people on the other side are pulling towards Vrindavan. You see what I'm saying? So, this is our real answer, that we should build a relationship with Jagannath. Please do that. Now, if any of you would like to install Jagannath in your house, we're welcome to help you do that. But my point is, we're doing it everywhere anybody asks. Why? Because we want to tell Jagannath, please Jagannath, look after us all nicely. We're all going to be in trouble. Anytime a bomb can fall anywhere, you might think, no, bomb doesn't fall in America. I'm sorry. You're living in La La Land if you think that a bomb can't go off in America. Bomb can go off anywhere. Because it's a matter of who has the bomb, right? If they carry something into your system, right, and they escape all the checkpoints, they just have to get through once, right? and they will create havoc. It can happen anytime. Death can come at any time. If Jagannath is with you, then all it is happening is they took off your sari or kurta and gave you a better sari and kurta. How many of you don't like a better sari or a better kurta? You like old saris and old kurtas that get dirty and torn and smelly, and you love it. Think about it. That's your body. It is getting old and dirty and smelly. And that is why we wear perfume. That is why we apply black on the head, when the head is not really black. You hide your black. You hide your gray, sorry. You see what I'm saying? By the way, I'm not hiding my head by doing this. I'm doing this because there are Chinese sages who say that if you wear something on your head, then a disease cannot get through your crown plexus, the crown chakra. If it doesn't go through here, you can cure it fast. But if it goes through here, it's very hard to cure. They said if the world had been wearing caps instead of masks, more people would have saved their lives. That's why none of the sadhus in China died. Sadhus in India died, but not in China. Because a lot of sadhus now in India don't wear caps. They also become fashionable, right? Today's fashion is don't wear cap, right? Show some nice blick hair going down with dadi going down to your feet, right? That sounds like you're real sadhu now. You see what I'm saying? But unfortunately, you get into trouble with something like COVID. Anyway, I'm not here to show my head to you people. My point is that in these times, the only person who can really, really help you is Jagannath. Please take this seriously. And the way to get Jagannath's help is 2 ways. Actually 3 ways. 1 for him and 2 for us. The 2 for us is 1, please always do kirtan. Minimum 10 minutes a week. 10 minutes a week. That's not a lot. I'm not asking you for a lot, okay? Many of us do more than 10 minutes a day. Correct? And is that hard? No. I'm asking 10 minutes a week. Do kirtan 10 minutes a week. And if you do kirtan, you'll get 7 boons if you do the kirtan. Can I have that paper, Mother Tammy? You get 7 boons. I'm going to read them out. We're not going to all read them because otherwise we'll be all sitting here for a very long period of time. But these 7 prayers, these 7 boons are spoken by Lord Chaitanya. Who is Lord Chaitanya? Radha and Krishna, right? Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. So this is Krishna. And he wrote only 8 verses in his whole life. And everything is there in the 8 verses. And in the first verse of the Siksashtakam, he says, let there be all victory for chanting of the holy name of the Lord Krishna. This is the prayer. Cheto Darpanam Marjanam, Bhavamaha Davagni Nirvapanam, Shrekeirava Chandrika, Vitaranam Vidya Vidu Jivanam, Anandam Buddhivardhanam, Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam, Sarvatma Snapanam, Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Right? That's the prayer. So what does it mean in English? In English it means, let there be all victory for chanting of the holy name of Lord Krishna, which can, first of all, when you chant, all victory will come to you. You will always win. Even in death, you will win. That's powerful, right? If you can win even in death, that's very powerful. It says, cleanse the mirror of the heart. The first boon. Your heart will become clean. Now you can see Krishna in your heart, and you can see yourself in the heart, because you are Atma. You are not what you are seeing in the mirror. In the mirror, what you're seeing is your body. But your Atma is inside here. This is the soul. This is the center of the soul. And there's a little Atma and a big Atma. The little Atma is each of us, and the big Atma is Paramatma, Krishna himself. Now you'll be able to see them. Right now you're not able to see Atma. When you chant Hare Krishna, you will be able to see clearly Krishna and yourself and all of the associates. Number 2, stop the miseries of the blazing fire of material existence. Now you can see material existence is creating a blazing fire of misery, right? A lot of misery happening right now. Price of things are going up, right? Very expensive, right? Tariff here, tariff there. Price of oil has gone from what to what now? Right? It was at $2 something, right? And today it's almost $4. I was looking in San Diego. Do you know the price of oil in San Diego right now? $6.60 something a gallon. Almost $7 a gallon. I mean, that's expensive, right? You know? So price is going up. Your income is going up? No. Same income, right? And now if you want to get a H-1B visa, how much you have to give the government? $100,000, right? Not easy, right? They said since they started the program, you know how many people paid? Actually? Only 80. Tens of thousands of people used to come in every month. Now only 80 people in 6 months or something, only 80 people have paid 100,000. Obviously they must be very highly paid. But my point is that things are not going good. They don't like Indians in America. It's very clear. They don't want Indians wearing saris and, you know, whatever else you guys are wearing today, whatever I'm wearing. They don't like that. Who likes to be in a country where they don't like you? You see what I'm saying? It's getting tough. Please be serious in your life now. Give some time to Kirtan. I'm saying 10 minutes a week. If you can do more, that's better. But this is the 7 boons you're going to get. First is your heart will become cleansed. Clean heart means you can do very good dharma. You can do anything good. Second, the miseries will be stopped. It will stop miseries. Number 3, that chanting is the waxing moon that spreads the white lotus of good fortune for all living beings. All of us are looking for good fortune in our life, right? And because you have good fortune, you can give it to others. Just like some of you are sending money to India every month, right? Why? To look after the family in India. Correct? Now you'll be able to send more. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong. It's good. Not that I'm saying that's why you chant. I'm just saying these types of benefits will happen. Good fortune will happen in your life. We all want good luck and good fortune in our life. Number 4, it is the life and soul of all education. When your children go to school, which school teaches Kirtan? Which school? Does Harvard teach Kirtan? It doesn't. And it says here that chanting is the life and soul of all education. So you're not getting life and soul. You get a human being with no life and soul. What do you call that human being? Huh? You call them a corpse. Correct? That's a corpse. There's no life there. There is no soul. Correct? So education without life and soul is dead education. And how much do we pay for dead education? If you go to Harvard and you want to become a doctor, how much will you end up paying? At least, probably more. Right? So think, please now start thinking. Stop behaving like donkeys that just follow people because they're going to fall off the cliff. You're going to go off the cliff too with them. Start thinking, what is reality? Please be with reality. Then Jagannath will give you intelligence. You'll come to know these things. When I gave classes before Jagannath came in my life, and when I gave classes after Jagannath came in my life, you listen to those classes, you'll see the difference. When Jagannath speaks, it is much better. Okay, then it says, the chanting of the holy name of Krishna expands the blissful ocean of transcendental life. What is transcendental life? Life beyond your wildest dreams is called transcendental life. And it's blissful, the blissful ocean of transcendental life. What a great boon, right? Then number 6, it gives the cooling effect to everyone. We all need to chill sometimes, right? Some years ago, this song came out, Just Chill. Right? In Hindi. It became a very famous song. Right? We have to chill. From time to time, we get too angry, too excited, too hot. We have to calm down. This will help us be calm. In most difficult situation, if you're calm, you'll come up with good solutions in your life. Finally, it says it enables one to taste full nectar at every step. At every step, we can experience true happiness. That is what Kirtan does. So please take to this process. That's the first thing. What is the second thing? The second thing is the other page. I have it on this side. The second thing is Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is actually the ultimate conclusion of all Vedas. Initially, there was only one Veda called the Yajur Veda. Then that Veda was divided into 4 Vedas: Yajur Veda, Rig Veda, Sam Veda, and Atharva Veda. What did not fit in these 4 Vedas were put in the 2 Itihasas, Ramayana and Mahabharata. And what did not fit in these 2 were put in the 18 Puranas. 6 Puranas in the mode of ignorance, 6 Puranas in the mode of passion, and 6 Puranas in the mode of goodness. And the ultimate Purana is Bhagavad Purana. That is Bhagavatam. So if you have Bhagavatam with you and you read Bhagavatam 10 minutes a week also, this is not much, okay? I'm not asking you to read 10 minutes every day. I'm saying 10 minutes a week minimum. If you do more, that's better. I would encourage you to do more. Some of us read hours a day, okay? So 10 minutes is very easy, once a week. What will happen if you read Bhagavatam? Okay? Here's what it says. It says, the first thing, I'm not going to read the Sanskrit, I'm reading the English. It says, O nectar from the ocean of all scriptures. It is the nectar of all scriptures, is Bhagavatam. Singular fruit of all the Vedas. Vedas means books of knowledge. Singular fruit. A tree is known by its fruit. If you have a mango tree and it doesn't give you any mangoes, that's a mango tree? That's not a mango tree. It has to give you mangoes, right? Singular fruit. The only fruit of all the Vedas is Bhagavatam. Then it says, rich mine of the precious gems of all conclusive truths. Every one of us is chasing some truth, right? Conclusive truths are the best truths, right? This is the gem of all those conclusive truths. Every conclusive truth is sitting in the Srimad Bhagavatam. That's how powerful the Srimad Bhagavatam is. Did you know China came to know this? And China decided to make Bhagavatam an official document of its government. Since then, China took off and has become a very powerful country in this world. Now, do the Chinese believe in God? No. But they believe in Bhagavatam. And who is Bhagavatam? You're going to hear a little later who Bhagavatam is. Just because they accepted Bhagavatam, Krishna gave them a blessing that no one can defeat China. I take it from me, no one's going to defeat China because they have Bhagavatam on their side. Now, they don't know that Bhagavatam is giving that benefit, but it is. Because even India has not adopted Bhagavatam as an official document of the government of India, has it? No. Isn't that a bit of a shame for us? Shouldn't we be doing that? At least adopt Bhagavad Gita if you can't adopt the whole Bhagavatam. It is our official document, right? Then it says, you are the only giver of light to all the worlds. Not just this world. All the worlds get their light from Srimad Bhagavatam, just like we get light from the sun. If the sun stops giving light, what will happen? Everybody will die. All truths will die if Bhagavatam stops giving light. How powerful. This is just the first boon you get from reading Bhagavatam. Boon number 2. O life air of all the Supreme Lord's devotees. All of us live because we have prana, correct? If there's no prana, what happens? We're dead. Bhagavatam is the prana of the Supreme Lord's devotees. If you think you're a devotee, Bhagavatam is your prana. The more you're going to read Bhagavatam, the more you're going to live Bhagavatam, the more you're going to be a powerful devotee. Then it says, your every syllable pours down a flood of prema. Now Bhagavatam starts with the statement, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Right? Om Jai, Shri Gaur Nitai Ki Jai. Shri Gaur Dayal Nitai Ki Jai. So Prabhuji, if you can get a stool here and put them here, they're going to be sitting here this time. Because we'll be doing the Abhishek here for them. Not there, yeah. If there's a gap between, you can sit them right in that gap. No, then the table will hide them. Gaurnita are servants of Jagannath. You don't hide Jagannath. This is perfect. They say women have more intelligence than men. So she gave a brilliant idea. Okay, thank you very much. Jai. Now if you can put some water in front of them, please get some water as well. Very good, thank you. Jai, Shri Shri Nitai Dayal, Shri Shri Gaura Dayal Nitai Ki Jai. Please sit down again. Can please sit down? We're going to offer other things. We'll be doing a full Abhishek to them. And at that time, you can all stand up. And you'll come closer at that time. Right now, we'll keep hearing. And then we'll go back. And then put some water there as well. Yeah, I will. Yeah. Yeah. You can see the flower petals are being prepared because that we're going to be doing the Pushpa Abhishek with, and also Lord Nrsingadev's Homa. Put it on the plate itself. So it sits nicely, both of them. And then put some sweet or some fruit or something in the plate. And you can put it on the side. Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. That's good. Perfect. That's okay. You're fine. That's perfect. And then Jagannath can also enjoy. Whatever they have, Jagannath can enjoy as well. Just put it next to Jagannath as well, both sides, so that way you have more fruits everywhere. Put it on the chair itself here. Nice. On this side as well. Great. One more on this side, one plate on that side too. That's good. That's perfect. That's very good. Excellent. Okay, good. That's pretty good. That's very good. So these are the deities that we installed today. These deities are called Gaura, Dayal, Nitai. So on your left, on your left, is Dayal Nitai. What does Dayal Nitai mean? Nityananda means one who is always gives you eternal happiness. Nitya means eternal. Ananda means happiness. So that is Nitai. And he's very merciful, so it's called Dayal Nitai. Dayal Nitai is, if you just say Nitai, you can ask him for anything. And he says, I'm ready to become your servant. If you just take my name once, I'll do anything for you. That's why he's known as Dayal Nitai. And who is Dayal Nitai? He is Balaram, Krishna's elder brother, Balaram. And then on the right-hand side is Gauranga Mahaprabhu, whose name is Gaura. Gauranga is Radha and Krishna back together again. That's why he's golden colored. Krishna is normally blackish in color. But Krishna as Gauranga becomes golden in color because that is Radharani's color. Radharani is golden in color. And because Radharani is inside him as his Antaranga, Ladini Shakti, when he loves her so much that Shakti comes out, just like, in India, when they do Vastu Puja, they boil milk, right? In a new house, they boil milk so it overflows. So the pot, they have wood-fired pots, wood-fired stoves. And so the pot itself actually becomes black in color, right? Because of the wood fire, the soot. But when the milk overflows the pot, it looks white. So the same way, when Krishna's love for Radharani overflows him, his skin color changes from black to golden color. So then he's known as Gauranga. 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 That's Gaura. Gaura is Radha and Krishna coming back together. These are the deities of Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, there is no other deities more powerful than Gauranitai. That's why every house should have Gauranitai in their house, because they are the Lord of Kali Yuga. Krishna and Balaram and Radharani are the lords of Dwapara Yuga. The Lord of Treta Yuga is Lord Ram and Sita. The Lord of Satya Yuga is Lord Kapiladev. So each of the ages have their Lord. So in Kali Yuga, the Lord is Gaura Dayal Nitai. So that's who we did installation for today. Thank you very much. I was just waiting until all the offering was met. We should offer our obeisances. So we're very fortunate. This type of puja has never been done with full abhishek, with installation. We're going to be doing the Singha Homa in a very special way today, first time also. And then we'll be doing Pushpa Abhishek, where all of you will be showering these flower petals onto them as your love for them. 9 times. Okay? This is how powerful this program is. And then you hear this about the boons that we are getting, right? Then it continues. It says, "O Master, Srimad Bhagavatam, you are the sun risen in the darkness of Kali." Kali is the age of quarrel and hypocrisy. We can see that, right? So much quarrel, so much hypocrisy, right? The leaders say, "I'm doing this," but they're really doing something else. Right? Like that. And then it says, "You are the exact image of Sri Krishna." How do you like that? Bhagavatam is the exact image of Sri Krishna. We all like to see Krishna, right? So Bhagavatam shows himself as Sri Krishna that you can see there. Then it says, the third boon. This is the second boon, okay? Inside his boon is so many other boons, right? By the way, one of the things I was talking about was that every syllable pours down a flood of prema. So Bhagavatam starts with 12 syllables. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om is 1 syllable, right? Namo is 2 syllables. Bhagavate is 4 syllables. And Vasudevaya is 5 syllables. You put all of them together, that's 12 syllables. 12 syllables. Every 1 syllable pours down a flood of prema. Now, how many of us sometimes feel, nobody really loves me, nobody really cares about me, right? We feel like that, right? From time to time. Here's a flood of prema coming with just 10 minutes of reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. No, but I don't want that. I want the false prema. By the way, just yesterday I was reading, Prabhupada was saying, you know why Krishna came to this planet? He said he came to this planet to show his Leela. What does Leela mean? Lee means Krishna is offering to come and enjoy with him, and if you accept his offer, that's called La. Leela. Okay? So, Krishna comes to do Leela. Why is it does Leela? He says, look, you all want to do Leela, right? Everybody's doing Leela. Everybody's offering love and receiving love, right? Everybody's Leela. But he says, mine is the real Leela. Then Prabhupada says, this is Prabhupada, this is not Krishna. Because Krishna is a very nice person. He doesn't ever get mad at people, you know. But Prabhupada is sadhu. Sadhu speaks truth, right? You have to listen to the truth. He says the Leela of this world is false Leela. You want to do false Leela? Stay in this world. You want real Leela? You go to the spiritual world. Okay? Then he says something worse than that. He says the Leela of this world is miserable Leela. So the Leela is not going to give you happiness now. It's going to give you misery. That's why you see so many songs, right? The boy is singing song to the girl. What is he singing? Oh, you left me. Chandi ka diwar na tori, pyar bhara dil tod diya. Right? In America, they sing the blues. Right? These are the songs that they sing after they fall in love, right? Things go wrong. If things don't go wrong in this world, right? According to some very smart people, you should be worried. Why it didn't go wrong? If it doesn't go wrong, that means something went really wrong. Something worse is coming. But then he says something worse than that. He said the Leela of this world is hellish Leela. So let's get out of the hellish Leela, right? Let's get into real prema. This is real prema. This is Bhagavatam. And then it says in the fourth one, my only friend, my constant companion, my spiritual master, my great wealth, my savior, my good fortune, my source of ecstasy, I bow down to you. My only friend. How many of you are friends? Many of us are friends, right? Okay? But let's talk to you right now because you gave a very nice answer, so I'm going to pick on you a little bit, okay? Don't mind. It won't be anything bad. How many friends do you have? More than 100 friends. Very good. So, that's good. That's good. You have a lot of friends. That's very nice. So you have 100 friends, and you want $2 million, right? And you go to 100 friends. No, you did. You're in a business, remember? You remember business, yeah. Yeah. You want to do business, but no, listen to this. You wanted 2 million, and you go to 100 friends. How much will they give you? Maybe $100, right? No, it's a fact. I'm not criticizing him. I'm saying, notice the difference of the friendship. 100 friends together will probably give $100 each, right? Let's say $100. They're nice friends. They're good friends. They're not bad friends. They're good friends. They might even give $1,000 each, right? So $100,000. That's still not your 2 million, right? You see what I'm saying? Whereas Krishna can give you how much? Unlimited amount, right? How much he gives you, you can't even hold in your hand. Correct? Fact? So that's why he says, I'm the only friend. Because also, he's the friend in every life. In this life, there were 100 friends that you have, right? In the last life, there were different friends, right? Do you remember the friends in your last life? No. We already forgotten the friends of our last life. We're going to forget the friends of this life in our next life. Right? Romeo fell in love with Juliet. If I ask Romeo, who was the one that you loved in your last life like Juliet, and you said, I'll die for you, he won't even remember her name, right? What type of love is that? You die, you forget your friend. What type of friend are you? Whereas Krishna always stays with you. Life after life after life after life. And I could keep going on until you all die and get born again. Okay? That's Krishna. He's the only real friend. That's Jagannath. That's Gaura Dayal Nitai. These are friends who are amazing friends. Please build friendship with them. You like to spend time with your friends, spend some time with them too. They're real good friends. How many of you will spend a lot of time with your bad friend, but no time with your good friend? It's opposite, right? You'll spend a lot of time with your good friend, no time with your bad friend. Correct? These are your best friends. Please spend a lot of time with them. Then it says, my constant companion. How many of you feel lonely from time to time? Yeah? Be honest, all of us feel lonely from time to time. This is constant friend. He's always with you. You never have to feel lonely. That's why Prabhupada said, I was never separated from Krishna and my spiritual master. I never felt alone because always with them. When you bring Jagannath into your life, you'll notice that. I've never felt lonely. Before that, I did feel lonely. Even though, I was a Krishna conscious devotee, I was a leader, right to the top level of working in the GBC. Still, I felt lonely at times. But since Jagannath has come, no more loneliness. I know Jagannath is with me all the time. And I feel it. This is Jagannath. That's why it's called Jagannatha. He's the Lord of the whole universe. Every person and living entity, he is the Lord of. Then it says, my spiritual master, because the Bhagavad Gita says, without spiritual master, you cannot understand transcendental knowledge. He says, Bhagavatam says, I'm your spiritual master. How nice is that, right? So you don't have to complain, you don't have initiation. Now you can continue with Bhagavatam as your spiritual master. Then you will get real master too, because he'll give you real master. And then says, my great wealth. Now we know in this world, everybody is chasing wealth. It says that in the Bhagavatam, by the way. I don't want to say 12th canto Bhagavatam says in Kali Yuga, everybody will chase money like God. In fact, in America, we are very honest. On the dollar bill, we print it there. In God, we trust. In God, we trust. Okay? Then it says, my Savior. Today we need Savior. All of us will get into trouble from time to time now. Notice that. This is the Savior. My good fortune. If wealth wasn't enough, now you get good fortune too. My source of ecstasy. How do you like that? Our soul is made of three things. Sat, Chit, Ananda. We always want to be happy. Bhaktam will give you happiness all the time. I bow down to you. And then finally in the fifth boon it says, O bestower of saintliness to the unsaintly. We are unsaintly people, right? Bhaktam will make us saintly. O exalter of the most fallen. No matter how fallen you are, it will exalt you to the highest position. How nice is that, right? All for 10 minutes a week. Always appear in my heart, my voice with pure love. Then your heart will be filled with pure love, and your voice will be filled with pure love. And then whatever you do and whatever you say, people will like you. Because they'll know you really care about them and you want their real happiness. Because every one of us here is a child of Krishna. He wants us to be happier than he is. This is the way to do it. Please, 10 minutes chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. If you don't know how to do it, just Google it, go on YouTube, put in Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Many videos will come up. Sing along. That's all. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, read from Bhagavatam. And read this also after the Kirtan and that, read this. This is available. All you have to do is go to Vedabase. On Vedabase, you will see Chaitanya Charitamrita. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, this is one of the last verses of Chaitanya Charitamrita. And if you don't know, just type in some of these words and you will see it. Or better, join us. We have a program called Smyhl, where we teach this and we tell you to do it in your home every day, every week, once a week, with 2 people. Just need 2 people in your home. Today we're doing it with so many people. But there at home, you can do it just with 2 people. You and your husband, you and your daughter or son, 2 children together. And all of them will become the most powerful people. And how to join Smyhl? Our Nanda Braj Prabhu and his mother and Anand Prabhu have some, what do you call them now? QR codes. Just put that QR code in the phone. You'll come to the website. You'll see all of this that I'm saying on the website. Join it. It's free. Take advantage of it. And please, these are going to be very bad times. I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying it because people in this world have started going crazy. Stupid things are happening. And we're going to get caught. 2 elephants are fighting. The ant in the middle is getting crushed. You see what I'm saying? That's what's happening. Please do the right thing. Please adopt Jagannath. Not like this. Print it out. Just go on YouTube or on Google. Look up images of Jagannath. Print it. Put it on the wall. That's Jagannath. This is made specially in Dallas for the program we do for installation purposes. Because in installation you need a deity. This is a deity. This is not 2-dimensional art. This is 3-dimensional. It's a real deity of Jagannath. You see what I'm saying? That's why we do it like that. And then we have another size which is half this size, 1 foot by 1 foot. This is 2 feet by 2 feet. We're getting one made by 6 inches by 6 inches so people can walk with it everywhere they go. They can carry it. If they go traveling somewhere, they can take with them. Even a foot by foot, they can easily put in their laptop bag. Laptop bags are normally more than 12 inches, right? Normally more than 12 inches. So 12 inch by 12 inch, you can put in your laptop bag, right? 6 inch by 6 inch is very easy. Some of the women can put in their own purse, more than 6 inch by 6 inch. You see what I'm saying? Men's wallets are smaller. Men like to carry credit cards. Okay, so this is Smyhl. Please take advantage. In Smyhl, you'll come across something called AMYA, which is 5 principles, AMHYA. A stands for add your heart to Krishna's heart. M is understand yourself fully in all 11 dimensions of your life. All 11 consciousness levels of your life. The H stands for do things from the heart, not from the mind. Mind goes up and down. Heart is steady. God is sitting in heart, right? Y stands for understand your identity. If you do things according to your identity, you'll do better. Sometimes I take the mic, I put it on the ground, I sit on the mic. And I take the chair and I speak through the chair. And people think, why are you doing that? And I tell them, if you're a mic, don't use yourself as a chair. And if you're a chair, don't use yourself as a mic. Be yourself. The original copy of yourself is 1,000,000,000 times more powerful than the best photocopy of somebody else. Don't try to be a photocopy of somebody else. Be the original of your own self. Krishna made you to be you, not a copy of somebody else. We can learn from others, make ourselves better, but stay you. You are a flavor. Krishna wants to taste you as that flavor. And then the last A stands for 5 steps that you take, easy steps to create big movement. First, your agency, what capabilities you have. Take some small action based on that, which is under 5 minutes. It creates some achievement. That achievement creates authenticity. Authenticity makes you have better affinity, your agency grows, and that way you start some small thing and you turn into a very large movement. And I give you the example of Prabhupada. Prabhupada, when he came to America, he did one small thing. What did he do? One small thing. What was the one small thing he did? At Tompkins Square Park, underneath the tree. What did he do? He took the manjira, he played the manjira and chanted Hare Krishna. That's not very hard to do, right? That's all he did, one small thing. Today, there is a large movement running because of that one small action. Huge movement. 200 million plus people worth more than $1 trillion is today's Hare Krishna movement. All from nothing. He had no money. No money, practically. He came with how many rupees? 40 rupees. And do you know at that time what 40 rupees was worth in America? It was worth nothing. Because the Reserve Bank of India said you can't take rupees overseas. Today you can, but that time you couldn't. So he practically started with 0, turned it into a multi-billion-dollar organization with 200 million followers plus. Powerful people, all of you sitting in that program. That's movement. So we teach that in our program, in Smyhl. We teach that how to do that. And make all of you the greatest children of Krishna. So that everybody can say, what a great child of Krishna. Because you deserve it. Krishna wants it. He's not happy when you're not like that. He's happy when you are like that. No matter how poor a person is, how fallen a person is, that makes no difference. The poorest person can become the richest. The most unintelligent person can become the most intelligent. If you do Smyhl. And Smyhl has this process. Kirtan, Bhagavatam, and then do these 5 things so that you can become a great person. Okay? So thank you very much for listening so patiently. I wanted to give you this message because these are very rough times. I know it took a long time, and we all like to have prasadam, and we all like doing pushpabhishek and everything else, and don't really like to sit down and listen like this because it's hard, right, sitting down like that all the time. We're getting older now. It's not easy. When you're younger, you can. Some of you are sitting on chairs like I am. It's a little easier, but for those of you sitting on the ground, it's not easy. And the children also get impatient like that. And we get hungry, the stomachs start making noise, right? But you have done that. You took this austerity to hear what I had to say. And this is a message directly from Jagannath for your pleasure, because you are all very beloved to Jagannath. Please know, no matter how bad it gets in this world, Jagannath is still the most powerful and the person who can do anything. And if he can do anything, if you're holding his hand, then you're fine. If the children stay in the association of the parents, they're fine, right? If the 2-year-old thinks, I know better than you, I'm going out, I'm going to get a job for OpenAI, right? I'll get my own education, what will happen? Their life will mess up, right? So we are children in front of Krishna. Hold his hand. Make him a friend. Make him your husband. Make him your father, like that. And build that relationship. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. I'm going to ask if any of you have any quick questions. I'm sure some of the things I said are very strong. Yes. It's the same. There's no difference. But the one in the home is done where the promises are less. The promises in the temple are much more. You have to do worship 7 times a day, feed him 6 times a day. At home, we don't do that. At home, what we do is we do a Mahayagya. But the Lord actually comes there. Because 60 hours of Mahayagya, that's big, right? And on Sankranti Day, which multiplies by 400,000, so you take 60 and multiply that by 400,000, how much is that? That's a crazy number, right? That's billions of lifetimes, right? Millions of lifetimes. So it's a very powerful yagya. You see what I'm saying? That's why. But you will notice this. How you will notice this? When things start happening in your life. Then you'll, oh, Jagannath is actually here. This is really Jagannath here with me. Now, what are the 2 rules of Hare Krishna? What are the 2 rules of Hare Krishna? Always what? Always remember Krishna, rule number 1. Rule number 2, never forget Krishna. You will always remember Jagannath, you will never forget Jagannath. How powerful is that, right? Now you're already happy, but now you will be blissful. Does that make sense? Yeah. You have to try to believe it. Like a lot of people say, oh, if I chant Hare Krishna, what will happen? Nothing will happen. But those of us who chanted Hare Krishna, what happened? Amazing things happened, right? How many of you chant Hare Krishna? How many of you say, Amma, keep your hand up. How many of you putting your hands up say, nah, Hare Krishna didn't do anything for me, and put your hand down? You can see, right? Now, again, those of you put your hands up. If I gave you $10 billion, would you give up your Krishna consciousness? Put your hand up if you would give it up. I think some of you may not be being too honest. It's a lot of money, $10 billion. But my point is, you can see why, right? Because your experience is that after you join Hare Krishna, real happiness came in your life, right? You met some very nice people, fantastic prasadam, fantastic deities, singing and dancing, great philosophy, right? Everything powerful, right? Everybody become bright-faced. You look at Hare Krishna, it's always bright face. I remember in the young days, they used to say, the bright Hares. The bright Hares, meaning all bright-faced. Even if they're dark skin, face is still glowing. Right? That is when you love Krishna, that happens. Those in the Brahma Sampradaya, those in the Sri Sampradaya, those in the Kumar Sampradaya, those in the Rudra Sampradaya, all of them are like that. All of them are like that. Hare Krishna is supposed to bring all Sampradayas together. We are not like, oh, Brahma Sampradaya is good, but Sri Sampradaya not so good. If anybody says that, then you will displease Brahma. Brahma will become very unhappy with you. Brahma knows that Lakshmi is a very nice person. He knows Shiva is a very nice person. He knows the 4 Kumaras, his own first 4 sons, are a very nice person, Chatursana. If you displease them, he will become displeased. So never criticize another Sampradaya. These are real Sampradayas. These 4 Sampradayas are real Sampradayas. Honor them. They have a lot to teach. Sri Sampradaya is very good for deity worship. Right? Sri Sampradaya is big time into deity worship, more than us. We are more into Kirtan. So joining hands together, nice deity worship, nice Kirtan. Double nice, right? Prabhupada wanted that. Anybody who loves Krishna is the best. Is the best. No comparison. When you read the story of Lord Rishabdev, Lord Rishabdev was Bhagavan himself. And he came as an ordinary human being. One time there was a discussion. In the discussion, who is the best? So everybody said to Lord Rishabdev, you're the best because you're God. And he said, if I am the best, then I should know the best answer, right? If you say I am the best, then my answer should be also the best, right? And he said, my answer is, it is the Vaishnavas who are the best. My devotees are the best. Why? Because they even give me to people who don't even deserve it. Everybody is welcome. Please all come. Please all take prasadam. Please all dance. Please all take initiation. Of course, some rules are there. Not very hard rules. Right? How nice, right? This is love in action. Please adopt it and spread it to others. And support devotees who are doing different projects, who are actually doing this for this purpose. Like good example is what's happening in New Navadvip Dham. in the south. Nice farming community is coming up, right? We need farming community. Prabhupada said that is the second half of the movement. You must have farming community. So we support it like that. That way, nice farm comes up, and then some of us can live on the farm instead of living in the city. City is not always the best place to live, right? Everything is very expensive. Air is not so clean. People around us don't like us too much. Neighbors may not like us too much, right? Not this neighbor. I don't know who they are, but sometimes neighbors may not like us. The farm, neighbors are all your people, right? You're going to have a good time. You can sing and dance all day long, right? Again, thank you. One of the problems with me is that I can't stop talking. It's, yeah, you can have this and just keep it. Yeah. Anybody wants a copy of this, ask Mother Tammy, she'll give it to you. And if you take that QR code, if you take it's there in the QR code. Okay, the website has it all there. So you can download it from there or whatever else. All right, so the next thing we're going to do now is the Nisinga Homa. Now, how are we going to do Nisinga Homa? We're going to create a nice lamp like this, but a brighter lamp than this. That will be Agni. Okay? And so I'm going to chant the mantras of Nisinga Homa. That is the Maha Mantra of Lord Nisingadev. Lord Nisingadev's Maha Mantra is Om Ugram Viram Mahavishnum Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nisingam Bhishnam Bhadram Mrityur Mityum Namamyaham. Okay? You don't have to know it. Then I will say Swaha. And then what you do is you take flower petals and put it on the deities. Now some of you will be at the back. Unless you have some type of siddhi, don't throw the flower petal from there because it won't reach the Lord. Hold it. Say Swaha and hold it. We will do that 9 times. Okay? So 9 times we'll do the Maha Mantra and I'll say Swaha 9 times. That is the Nisinga Homa. Same as Nisinga Homa. Same effect. Okay? All of us participating. And then what we will do is that after you've given all the flower petals to the Lord, you're going to put your hands together and ask whatever boon you want from the Lord. Whatever you want from the Lord. You ask. After that, we will do some kirtan and then we'll start serving the prasadam out. Okay? That good? Thank you very much. Jai Sri Jagannath ki Jai. Shri Shri Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki Jai. Shri Shri Gaura Dayal Nitai ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Okay, so please all come closer. And the men stand on one side and the women on the other side. And come as close as you can. And some of you can't get close enough, that's all right. Don't worry about it. You will be able to offer the flower petals at the right time. And then, in the middle, I want you to create a gap. So those in the back can come and offer the flower petals once in a while from the back. Please, we can take the offerings from here so that the flower petals don't land on the offerings, including the kheer, the sweets, the fruits you can leave here. Fruits you can leave. So please, some of you can help take the offerings from here. I think they're all taken now. Yes, they're all taken. Okay, so which side are the men going to stand on? This side? So please, men, on this side of me, on this side of me. The men, please come on this side. Come right on. My right-hand side, your left. And the women on this side of me. The women, okay? Please come right up to here because you're going to be offering flower petals to the Lord. Get as close as possible. The children should be in front. They'll find it very hard to make offerings without getting close enough. And if someone can give me some flower petals as well, I need, no, you don't keep. There's plenty of flower petals. Thank you, brother. There's plenty. Thank you very much. Okay, we're all ready? Okay, so first we're going to chant some mantras of auspiciousness. Prabhu, you can come here. There's plenty of space here. Okay. All right. So please repeat after me. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Okay, now we're going to do the prayer for purification. Om Apavitraha Pavitrova Sarvavasthang Gato Piva Yaha Smaret Pundirikaksham Sabahya Abhyantaraha Shuchihi Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu. Okay, so now we are purified. We are ready for doing the sacrifice, okay? There's plenty of space on the side for women to come up. You don't have to stand right at the back. There's plenty of space. Just in the middle, keep one lane open, because then people from the back can come and offer flower petals after the others have offered some flower petals, okay? Now we're going to do the Nisinga Homa. So for the Nisinga Homa, Prabhuji, we need a stronger flame than this. Can you make a, you can put your flower petals here maybe, then pick it up and make a ghee wick that's stronger than that in the middle, lighting in the middle, yeah. Yeah, you can take this. Yeah, can someone help him please? We need a strong fire because that's Agni. That is Agni. In the meantime, we can all chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Put this here, put this here. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Okay, so now we're going to start. And so when I say Swaha, this is actually the mouth of Krishna. But here you have Krishna with his mouth here. Both of them have their mouths. So you don't have to worry about the fire, okay? Leave the fire as it is. And I will do the prayer to the fire for Agni Dev. Agni Dev is actually servant of Krishna. Agni Dev wants Krishna to be served nicely. Then Agni Dev becomes Sakshi. He's like the witness, so that he knows you did this. So at the time of death, if by mistake you turn up at Yamaraja's place, then he'll say, no, you remember in Salina this thing happened? So we have to give this person something other. This doesn't work. You can't punish this person. This person did a very powerful program, so we have to help this person. So they'll give you a chance by sending you to Vaikuntha or something, have some nice time, then go to Goloka Vrindavan. So anyway, we call it Texas two-step. In Texas, is a dance called the two-step dance. So it's a Texas two-step. Okay, we all ready? So now we're going to, when I say we start, then we start chanting Ugram Viram Mahavishnum. When we do finish it, I'm going to say Swaha. Then you say Swaha, and then you offer the flower petals. Make sure the flower petal lands here. If it doesn't land here, just wait. After everybody's offered it 3 times, they're going to be offering obeisances on the ground. At that time, you can come and keep offering flowers. Then we'll start again, Om Jnana, right? And even if you come right in the end, it's okay. Because you will be given a chance to offer the flower petal. Until the flower petal is in your hand, you're in control. Once you let go of that flower petal, it's not in your control. Make sure that the flower petal comes onto Gaura Dayal Nitai and onto Jagannath and onto the beautiful Krishna that one of our team members actually drew. Our team members are very good. They're very smart at drawing big drawings like this. The beautiful Krishna, just to show who our Jagannath is. So he got the, in Hindi you say prerna, in English they say inspiration, thank you very much. The inspiration, and because of that inspiration, actually, so basically the idea is that we create some gap in the middle, so there's a line to the back so people can come from the back to the front, okay? So you can push the ladies back some more. There's plenty of space at the back actually, except maybe there are chairs there. Okay, we're ready? Yes? Okay. Sri Nrsingadev Bhagavan ki Jai. Sri Nrsinga Homa ki Jai. Okay, we start chanting. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nrisingham Bhishnam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityum Namamyaham Swaha. Ugram Viram Mahavishnum Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nisingham Bhishnam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityum Namamyaham Swaha. We'll be doing this 9 times. Don't throw all your flower petals because you have no more flower petals in your hands. So throw it 9 times, okay? I told you that when we started. That's why it's good to listen. That's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Okay, again. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nisingham Bhishana Bhadram Mrityur Mrityum Namamyaham Swaha. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nisingham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityur Namamyaham Swaha. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nisingham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityur Namamyaham Swaha. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nisingham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityur Namamyaham Swaha. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nisingham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityur Namamyaham Swaha. 2 more times. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nisingham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityur Namamyaham Swaha. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jalantam Sarvato Mukham Nisingham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityam Namamyaham Swaha. One more time for good luck, if anybody still have flower petals. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Nisingham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityur Namamyaham Swaha. Jai Sri Nrsingadev Bhagavan ki jai. Iti Sri Nrsinga Homa Sampurnam ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. So please, those of you who offered the flower petals, please move to the back. Those who did not offer, please come and offer the flower petals. Take your time, don't rush. There's plenty of time. In the meantime, after you finish, go to the back and don't talk. Put your hands together and pray to the Lord for some blessing. In the meantime, Nanda Braj Prabhu, can you do kirtan?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Now when you finish offering the flower petals, after you finish offering the flower petals, please make sure you offer a prayer to the Lord and ask whatever you want from the Lord. We will continue kirtan, but while the kirtan is going on, you can offer your prayer in your mind. And once you finish offering your prayer, then join the kirtan. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
If any of you would like to have prasadam, you can join the prasadam on the other side. Those who like to join kirtan, they can do kirtan.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna. Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya, Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo, Haribo.